Listen carefully, student. The first lie society ever told you was wrapped in something that sounded noble. Work hard and success will follow. This sentence echoes through classrooms, offices, and motivational speeches like a sacred commandment. But if you observe the world carefully, truly observe it, you start to notice something unsettling. The hardest workers are rarely the wealthiest people in the room. Walk through a city at night and you will see it clearly. The cold wind moving through empty streets, a construction worker finishing a 12-hour shift, a delivery driver rushing through rain under dim streetlights. Their bodies carry the weight of effort, yet their bank accounts remain fragile. The system pays them just enough to continue tomorrow. Student. The mind of the masses runs on a psychological program installed during childhood. Effort equals virtue. Exhaustion equals progress. If you suffer long enough, success will reward you like a delayed blessing. But this belief is not designed to make you powerful. It is designed to make you obedient. At the first level of understanding, you see the trap. Hard work consumes your time so completely that you never question the structure surrounding you. When the day ends and your body aches, the mind whispers a soothing lie. At least you worked hard today. The cage feels productive because the hamster never stops running. Listen to the sound of rain hitting factory rooftops late at night. Inside, thousands of workers move like synchronized machinery, each person performing tasks that drain their energy hour after hour. Yet the building itself continues to produce value long after any individual worker leaves. The system scales. The worker does not. At the second level, you begin noticing the obedience loop. Schools train you to follow instructions, arrive on time, complete assignments, respect authority. These behaviors are rewarded with grades and approval. Your subconscious associates obedience with survival. Without realizing it, you are being trained for employment, not power. Think about the architecture of most careers. You exchange time for money. 8 hours becomes 10. 10 becomes 12. But the moment you stop working, the income stops flowing. Your life becomes a fragile equation balanced entirely on the number of hours you can endure. By the third level, you start seeing the illusion of fairness. Society promotes a simple formula: work equals reward. But reality follows a much colder equation. Work multiplied by scalability equals reward. Without scalability, effort is temporary energy that disappears the moment your body rests. Picture two individuals working equally hard. One is a surgeon performing a single operation at a time. The other builds a digital platform that millions can access simultaneously. Both individuals exert effort, but one effort multiplies endlessly while the other remains limited by human time. At the fourth level, the hidden engine appears. Scalability is invisible leverage. It allows your work to continue producing value even when you are absent. A piece of software can serve millions. A book can sell while the author sleeps. A system can operate without constant supervision. Imagine a silent office high above a glowing city skyline. Inside, one entrepreneur launches a product online. While the rain drips from rooftops and the streets fall quiet, customers around the world begin purchasing. The creator is not physically present, yet the system continues generating value. At the fifth level, something uncomfortable happens inside your mind. You realize most people subconsciously reject the concept of scalability because it threatens their identity. If hard work alone is not enough, then decades of sacrifice suddenly look misguided. The subconscious defends itself by ignoring the evidence. So the narrative grows louder. Wake up earlier, hustle harder, sleep less, grind more. These slogans spread across social media like digital graffiti. They glorify exhaustion while quietly avoiding the real question: where is the leverage? By the sixth level, you notice something darker about the structure of society. Systems that rely on millions of workers cannot function if those workers begin thinking like architects. If everyone pursued scalable leverage, the labor pool would collapse. The machine requires belief and effort. Observe how motivational culture glorifies relentless work. Stories about entrepreneurs who never slept, employees who sacrificed their health for promotions. These narratives hide the the deeper reality. Those who truly built wealth eventually transitioned from effort to ownership. At the 7th level, ownership reveals itself as silent power. When you own assets, systems, or distribution channels, other people's effort becomes the fuel driving your growth. Employees, customers, and users all interact with structures that ultimately benefit the owner. Picture a rainy evening inside thousands of apartments. Screens glow blue in the darkness as people scroll, shop, and consume content. Each interaction creates value for someone else. The user spends time. The platform owner collects leverage. At the 8th level, the principle of multiplication becomes impossible to ignore. Wealthy individuals do not obsess over how hard they work. They obsess over how many times their work can replicate. One product serving millions. One platform connecting billions. One idea spreading across the world. The wind outside grows colder, but the pattern becomes clearer. Time is the only resource that cannot be scaled. Every human receives the same 24 hours. If your income depends entirely on those hours, your potential remains permanently limited. At the 9th level, fear begins to appear. Because once you recognize the structure, you can no longer hide inside comforting illusions. Hard work without leverage becomes a dangerous distraction. Many intelligent people spend their entire lives sprinting inside the cage without realizing the door was never locked. Look around the city again, student. Office lights glowing past midnight. Workers staring at screens with tired eyes. Coffee cups stacked beside keyboards. They believe endurance alone will lead to freedom. Yet the system rewards leverage, not exhaustion. Finally, you reach the 10th level, the architect. This is where thinking changes completely. Instead of asking how to work harder, you begin asking how to design structures that operate without you. Systems, assets, networks, these become the building blocks of scalable power. Architects focus on designing mechanisms that multiply effort automatically. A single piece of code serving millions, a distribution channel reaching global audiences, a digital asset producing income long after the creator steps away. The architect does not chase hours. The architect builds engines. Imagine standing on a rooftop at night while rain falls across the city. Thousands of people below are still running through their routines, exchanging time for survival. But somewhere in the shadows, a small group quietly designs the system shaping everyone's behavior. Hard work was never completely useless. Effort is the raw material required to build something meaningful. But believing that effort alone guarantees success is the illusion that keeps millions trapped in predictable patterns. So now the real question appears in the silence between thunder and rain. Will you continue selling fragments of your time inside someone else's structure? Or will you begin constructing systems that work even when you walk away? Because the moment you understand scalability, student, the world no longer looks the same. The noise of motivational slogans fades into the distance. The illusion of endless grinding dissolves, and you begin to see the hidden architecture behind wealth. And once you see the architecture, you can never return to being just another worker inside the machine.